24th number.
So today we'll start with shloka number 24. Just to go through it pretty quickly, we have covered the opening shlokas of Mangalacharan and what is the nature of this uh, granth, this scripture, the purpose of which is to obtain moksha, and for those who are going to practice it again and again, they are likely to attain this. We then look at the sadhan chatushya, which contains 9 sadhanas, which is vivek vairagya, sham dam tiksha uprati, shraddha samadhan, and mumukshta. Vichar ka prakar. What is the nature of vichar? Is the next subject which we have touched upon. And here it was indicated the 4 questions which need to be constantly explored, investigated. Aaj main kaun hu? Who am I? How did this world come into existence? ये किस प्रकार उत्पन्न हुआ ये संसार? इसका उपादान कारण क्या है? और इसका कर्ता कौन है? Who is the doer and what is the instrumental cause for it to come into existence? The answers to which were given. मैं कौन हूँ is not this sharir, this congregation of body, mind, the congregation of all the senses. It is something very different from this. The entire prapanch, the existence, has come into existence due to ignorance. अज्ञान जन्य है. ये किस प्रकार उत्पन्न हुआ? उसका उत्तर है ये इग्नोरेंस के कारण उत्पन्न हुआ. ज्ञान हो जाने पर वो लीन हो जाता है. और इसके कर्ता क्या है? Who is the doer of all the things which happen in this existence? The doer is our desires, इच्छा, आसक्ति. वह विचार इस प्रकार का होता है. And then the upadan, the instrumental cause for all this to come into existence is that one sukshma avinashi sat, subtlest, avinashi, imperishable, sat, truth. मैं भी, I also, जो केवल एक सूक्ष्म ज्ञाता साक्षी सत और अविनाशी है, that which is सूक्ष्म, subtle, sakshi, that which is observer, ज्ञाता, knower, सत, the truth, the ultimate truth, और अविनाशी, imperishable है. I am also the same thing, that only. So this is till shloka number 16. Last time we read what is the distinction, what is the discrimination between Atma and Anatma. Atma or Anatma ka vivek. Can you hear me? Atma is without parts. It is not like the body which is got many parts. Those who see that both are same are making a big mistake. आत्मा और अनात्मा, जो आत्मा है वो तो केवल एक चीज़ है, उसके कोई भाग नहीं, कोई उसका टुकड़े नहीं है. और शरीर जो है उसके बहुत सारे टुकड़े. आत्मा जो है वो सबको चलाती है और इट इज़ इनसाइड यू, अंदर, अंतर्वर्ती है. और ये जो शरीर है ये बाह्य, looks at things external, and it is also something which gets controlled. Atma Gyan, in the nature of Gyan, hai, it is very pure, whereas this entire body is made of flesh and bones, and it is not something very pure. Those who see that they are same are making a mistake. That's what he is saying. Atma is illuminating everything, and we understood how it is illuminating, and it is pure. Whereas the body is full of tamo, delusion. Okay, you can't say both are same. Atma is nitya. It is in the nature of truth, whereas body is anitya. It is always changing, and it is not the truth. It's not the ultimate. So how can you see both are same? What you see in all that which is anything, that is because of that luminescence of the Atma alone. So Atma is there in everything. Only then that thing is coming into existence. But that illumination by the Atma is not like the that which is happening because of fire, etc., or like even sun, because when the sun goes down, it becomes dark. You can't see anything. When the fire perishes, then there is no illumination of anything. It becomes dark. In this case, everything continues to exist, whether there is external illumination or no. That is what is being referred to. क्योंकि आत्म ज्योति का अभाव नहीं होता. Now he talks about, just as you see the pot, you see anything, this is mine. You can say that to the pot, you can say that to your car, but you can't say that I am the pot or I am the car. So understand that you are not the car, you are not the pot, and in the same way, you are not this body. You are that ultimate which has been given earlier, Sat Swarup Sakshi. Gyata Avinashi, which we have read in the shloka number 16. You are that. And you are different from this body. This body which is impure, the body which is anitya, it is not nitya, it is not something which is uh, having anything which is called truth. Okay, it is not. um uh, it is perishable. It has got parts. All these things. So how can it be Atma? Why are you connecting the Atma and the body together? Atma is separate and the body is separate. That is what is the Atma or Anatma ka Vivek, the discrimination of the Atma and the Anatma. So far, okay? Is it clear? Hmm? So they are totally two different things. Right? Now, what is the nature of Gyan? What is the nature of knowledge? That is what we will understand. Right? In the next 10 shlokas, 8 shlokas or so. Okay? This has got about 8, about 5, 6 shlokas, not even 8. What is that which is that ultimate, that Gyan, that which is the knowledge? Can we read that in English, somebody? Shloka number 24.
I am verily Brahma, being equanimous, quiescent, and by nature absolute existence, knowledge and bliss. I am not the body, which is non existence itself. This is called true knowledge, by the wise.
So first we understood what is the distinction between that Atma and body, and now we are understanding what is that wisdom. Wisdom is that I am the Brahma. I am equanimous because Brahma is equanimous. I am quiet, peaceful, quiescent, and by nature absolute, I am existence itself. I am existence, I am knowledge, I am bliss. I am Sat, Chit, Anand. Sat, the truth, existence. Chit is consciousness, and Anand is bliss. I am Satchidanand Swarup. मैं सम is equanimous, Shant. I am peaceful, totally quiet. Satchidanand Swarup is in the nature of being the ultimate truth, consciousness, and I am blissful. असत्व स्वरूप, that which is untruth, देह मैं नहीं हूँ, इसी को बुद्धजन ज्ञान कहते हैं. Now the expansion to this, I am verily Brahma. Can you read that, please?
I, the self or Atma, is Brahma, as there is not even a single characteristic differentiating the two. In other words, there are no two entities as Atma and Brahma. It is the same entity, Atma, that is sometimes called Brahma.
So Atma and Brahma, he has clarified, is same, because in some places the word Brahma is used and some places we are using the word Atma. Right? Yeah, please go ahead.
When a person makes an inquiry into the real nature of this external world, he is led to one ultimate reality, which he calls Brahma. But as inquiry into the nature of the inquirer himself reveals the fact that there is nothing but the Atma, the self, wherefrom the so called external world has emanated. Thus he
Emanated.
realizes,
Emanated.
emanated.
Yeah.
Thus he realizes that what he so long called Brahma, the the
Straighten.
substratum of the universe, is but his own self. It is he himself. So it is said, all this is verily Brahma. This Atma is Brahma.
Okay. Is that clear? How Atma is same as Brahma? When we inquire into that which is the substratum of everything in this universe, we say that there is Brahma which is the substratum. Brahma plus Maya becomes Jagat. We saw that, right? And when we inquire into our own inner self and keep exploring, we understand that there is something which we have called Atma. That is the real self, the real super consciousness. That consciousness and the consciousness which is the substratum of this universe is the same. Hmm? Is that okay? Hmm?
So self, Atma, and Brahma is the same.
Yeah?
So Jagat would be the body.
Jagat is this universe.
So like
Our
body would
body
be
is
the
part of
planet.
that. ठीक है? You can go ahead.
I am not the body. I am neither the gross, subtle, nor the causal body.
Please.
Next one, okay.
So he has defined the body and clarified it that I am neither the gross, subtle, or anything like a causal body. because sometimes we refer to that there is something like an aura, there is some causal body, there is something else. So all that. So he's saying, I am not that body. That body which could be consisting of all these things separately, directly, whichever way. Okay, because people have had various types of experiences and they say there is this body, that body. So he's saying everything. I am not that body. I am beyond that. Okay. So any energies which we talk of, any reference to anything which is happening around is all within that context of the universe or the body. And that which is the Atma is beyond all this. Clear? Any doubt? Anything which is on the borderline somewhere? No.
This conscious body I still not understood.
हाँ,
जिसको जीव आत्मा बोलते हैं, this is what
वो
he's
सब
trying to
चीजें
say.
भी कुछ भी आप ले लो, कारण शरीर, कहीं पे कारण शरीर आएगा तो कॉजल बॉडी समझ लेना, ठीक है. वैसे शरीर जो है वो कार्य हुआ, बट कहीं पे कारण शरीर आएगा तो उसे we can go ahead, please. Next.
I am without any change, without any form, free from all blemish and decay. I am not, etc.
I am not, etc. means I am not this body, असत्व स्वरूप शरीर नहीं हूँ. मैं निर्विकार, unchanging, निराकार, without any form, निर्मल, pure, without any delusions, और अविनाशी हूँ, imperishable हूँ. Okay, it's been repeated with certain different words. The same essence is being repeated with certain emphasis on certain words. Okay, असत्व स्वरूप दे मैं नहीं हूँ. Those who can understand this, okay, they can actually not be disturbed by the circumstances of what normal life brings. So if you have excessively joyous event happening, excessively sad event happening, you will not be disturbed because you understand that who are you? I am that Sukshma, Sat, Drishta, Sakshi, Avinashi, and now Nirakar, Nirvikar, Nirmal, okay, Sam, Shant.
ये अंडरस्टैंड करने की शक्ति भी तो हमारे अंदर है.
जब हम
So
उसको
what is that?
हाँ, जब हम इसको बार बार विचार करेंगे तो धीरे धीरे हमारे में ये समझ बढ़ती जाएगी.
that is not a part of the body.
What?
That
Atma is not part of the body. Atma
ये
is
जो
Atma.
समझने की शक्ति है हमारे. ये
Atma
one
is
sentence.
different from the body. You are that Atma.
So when we say we will not be disturbed, so who will be?
How do we not get disturbed? I am not disturbed because I am Atma. So how can you be disturbed? Body is getting disturbed. Mind is getting disturbed. Something else is getting disturbed. I am Sakshi. I am seeing that happen. I am Gyata. I know that this is happening.
So I become the observer.
I become the observer. I am the observer.
I am.
I don't become.
I am.
Because I am the observer, I am the knower.
So isn't it when I am the observer, that's why we are able to, the body is able to feel the pain and the unhappiness or whatever.
Body is feeling that, absolutely.
But because somebody is observing, something is observing, that is why one is able to.
But when I observe that pain is not in me,
Yeah, it's not in me.
that's it.
Atma
The
is not
pain
inside
is.
the body, no?
I'm sorry.
Atma is not inside the body.
Atma is inside, outside, everywhere. Just like you take a pot, and I'm giving a simple example, we'll try and explain it more and more. You take a pot, the air inside the pot and the air outside the pot becomes one once the pot breaks. What is the distinction? No distinction. The principle is simply that as soon as you understand that there is no snake, okay, then everything is only the rope, which is the adhishthan, which is the basis, which is the substratum, which is the Brahma. Only because of our ignorance, we have come to make it look like a snake.
So when you talk about the various stages, and you say vichar, then vairagya. So it is a
Vivek,
sorry.
Vivek and Vairagya. Go on, no problem.
Yeah.
You have a thought, go ahead.
So I'm saying there's a continuous, and that's what you
Correct.
say again and again. So what I'm asking is, just like Maslow's hierarchy, it's sequential that you do one, and then only you progress to the next.
That is a linear thinking in Maslow. Okay, this is circular. It has got to be cyclical. If you have Vivek, Vairagya will arise.
Yeah.
If you have Vairagya,
the minute vairagya arrives, this pain and all that, and
also
detached.
again you will, the Vivek will get strengthened.
Yeah. Actually, last time I was thinking that what we are trying to do here is that poor Tendulkar spent his life practicing to become that great cricketer. And I go and sit in 1 hour, you give me that yarn, then I become like you. It's not going to happen.
No.
So I have to vichar
Correct.
for a long time.
For a long time. Thousands, millions of episodes will
Yes.
help me understand.
That's why I say it may take many births.
If you take the example of Tendulkar, he would have faced millions of balls before he reached the first test match.
Then again, it's his body.
No, he's trained his mind and body and the entire system with the help. The training is what we're talking about.
So yeah,
We will also train our body mind through iterative checks which we are doing constantly on what is happening in the environment. Is it Vivek? ये क्या है? ये अनात्मा है. ये आत्मा है. Who am I? I am Atma. What is the nature of that Atma? That I am? Brahma. What is the nature of that?
Eternal,
Yeah, one. More?
Imperishable.
imperishable.
Sukshma, Gyata, knower, Sakshi, observer, Avinashi, cannot be destroyed. Somebody kicks me and says, I'll kill you, I won't get killed. I can't get killed.
I think the pot analogy is good. If we think of ourselves as a pot, then you can understand. Like in a pot, the air inside and outside is the same. Similarly, in us, the soul, the air inside us and outside is the same. It's like imagine yourself being a pot with a whole top. Then you can feel.
This is all.
Understand it that way.
This is all helping you to understand whatever you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But in reality, it is not. There is nothing. We've just created it out of our ignorance.
I don't know.
You will understand that slowly, okay? Just keep it in mind. Park it somewhere. Okay. He makes a very powerful statement where we halted and we sort of spent some time. Where he says that when I look at the universe, the basis of that universe, the substratum is Brahma. When I look at this body inside me and I go deep inside me, I find some consciousness, that Atma. that Atma, that consciousness, and that Brahma is same.
Yeah.
Right? Now, let's ask the question: how did this existence come into place?
That's a mystery.
आत्मा और शरीर कौन सा existence?
That's the beginning of the universe.
Yeah.
Atma or Sharir? She's answered in one way. Let's look at other answers. How did this existence come into place?
Well, if there is a creation, there is a creator.
Okay.
So the ignorance you add to that, that leads to this.
Okay, we park that also. Think about it, because this is what has to be thought through. No? You have to relate various things and put it together and say, how did this come into existence? What have I got here? There is an existence of the body and there is an existence of the universe. Because
body का existence तो creator की वजह से आया और जो आत्मा का
Ignorance, due to the ignorance.
Atma was
they just
always.
now you just park your no,
Eternal.
please then just now you listen, just park yourself, okay? Because I've got your thoughts and I haven't got so many thoughts which have not been expressed. But let's understand. And why am I going back and trying to explain is, we understood that when we examine and go and investigate the body, we find that there is only consciousness. We heard that statement, previous statement, right? And when we go and investigate what is this universe, we only find that substratum called Brahma. And we said Brahma and that consciousness, Atma, is
Same.
so Brahma. So let's look at this body, look at this Atma, and there is the universe. So there are four things.
The body is part of the universe.
Yeah, Atma is same as Brahma.
Yeah.
Okay, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, they are not four.
There are two just now. We'll come to one. Okay.
So now we are down to two.
Okay. So this Atma, whatever, we have superimposed because of our ignorance this body on the Atma. We, being ignorant, have forgotten that which is Atma, which I am. And I have superimposed through my ignorance and desire this body on the Atma.
Yeah, the pot example
Yeah.
clarifies there is no
Yeah.
one-to-one correlation at all.
Yeah.
That's quite easy to
So,
Yeah, very easy.
so Atma exists by itself. I, who has been carrying certain impressions of the past, who is ignorant, through my own desires, have superimposed a body
One-to-one.
on the Atma. What sort of a body has it superimposed? That body which is going to fulfill the desires of the past. Right? The karmas of the past which have led to certain desires which are coming to fruition, this body is now executing that. I have done it. There's nobody else who has done it.
I who
I, that who is ignorant, has done it. Now, if I was to leave that question with you, you will come back after a while and still ask the same question. Okay? So you will come back again after two classes and you'll ask me the same question. I can assure you. But understand simply that we understand that in a similar way, we have superimposed the Maya on the Brahma. Sorry, Maya is, let's say, his illusion, which is his Shakti. And through that, the Jagat has been created. So we have superimposed the Jagat on the Brahma. वास्तव में जगत है नहीं, वास्तव में ये शरीर नहीं है, ये मैंने अपनी इच्छा से उत्पन्न करके उसको उस पे आरोपित किया है.
Again, says it's an illusion, it's an illusion.
Right. through my own lack of understanding that who I am. Who am I have forgotten that. Now, what is the purpose of this entire discussion is how do I keep remembering that I am so slowly, as I keep remembering it, I become that.
Yeah.
Whatever example you want to take to
You separate.
to
I think
put this into words, okay?
As you keep reminding yourself, then there's a separation. It's probably that separation between the body and the Atma.
That
There's a
body,
gap. There's a
Atma's,
gap.
that body Atma separation is good for you to understand as
Yeah.
Vivek, as discrimination.
In a linear way. In a linear thinking.
It is good to understand that.
Yeah.
But in a sense, you have to only understand I am that.
Yeah. The only eternal thing is the soul. The body is perishable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is understood that Atma or Sharir, these are two different things, right? आत्मा जो है वो अलग है, बॉडी अलग है. बॉडी इज पेरिशेबल, आत्मा इज नॉट. ये तो समझ में आता है, लेकिन कुछ चीजें नहीं आती.
बहुत चीजें नहीं आती, कुछ नहीं
बहुत नहीं
आता,
आता।
बहुत नहीं
मैंने
आती।
तेंदुलकर का एग्जांपल
कैसे इम्पोज करा उसके ऊपर.
बहुत टाइम लगेगा पर आ जाएगा.
नहीं आएगा,
मेहनत से आएगा.
नहीं आएगा.
अभी आएगा.
आएगा कुछ सालों में.
ये
आएगा।
नहीं, इस पुस्तक
सालों में,
कुछ लाइफ्स में.
कुछ लाइफ में, कुछ जन्मों में.
हाँ, कुछ जन्मों. क्योंकि अभी जैसे आपने
ये
बोला,
ये श्लोकों में ही धीरे धीरे थोड़ा समझ में आएगा और फिर प्रैक्टिस से अपने में उतरेगा धीरे धीरे.
वही, क्योंकि आपने बोला कि मैंने खुद को लाइक इस
आत्मा
ब्रह्मांड
पे
पे इम्पोज किया है, लेकिन जब मैं इस दुनिया में आया तो मुझे तो खुद ही नहीं कुछ पता था. वो तो इतना सा बच्चा होता है, उसको क्या पता उसने कैसे इम्पोज किया. और फिर बाकी के जो इतने सारे जीव जंतु हैं उनके बारे में क्या.
सब आ जाएंगे. ठीक है.
एक अर्लियर हमने ये बोला था कि गॉड हैज क्रिएटेड एवरीथिंग, ब्रह्मा ने सब क्रिएट किया है. वो जब उन्होंने अपना रूप दिखाया पूरा तो उन्होंने कहा मैंने सब कुछ क्रिएट किया है जिसमें लाइफ है और जिसमें नहीं है. बट नाउ वी आर सेइंग कि हमने अपनी इग्नोरेंस से बर्थ ले लिया तो मतलब गॉड का उसमें कोई हाथ नहीं था, पर उन्होंने कहा मैंने सब क्रिएट किया है जब उन्होंने अपना वो पूरा रूप दिखाया.
तो जब हम सगुण की बात करते हैं तो भगवान ने सब कुछ बनाया.
अच्छा,
ठीक है. जब हम निर्गुण की बात करते हैं तो निर्गुण में हमने अपना भी जो है अपने आप को भूल द्वारा उत्पन्न कर दिया.
हमने अपने आप को कैसे उत्पन्न किया. हम जब उत्पन्न होते हैं तब तो हमें
जैसे
अपने आप
मैं आपको बताता हूँ, रुक जाइए.
हम्म,
आपने स्वप्न देखा. किसने उत्पन्न किया स्वप्न को?
subconscious.
आपने ही किया ना. आपने ही किया. उसी प्रकार से आपने इस स्वप्न को, शरीर रूप स्वप्न को आपने उत्पन्न किया.
And that's why we say Advait, there is no two.
There is no two. Then it's only one, that Atma. And as you keep examining it, you'll realize that there is only one Atma.
पूरी दुनिया, पूरी यूनिवर्स की एक ही आत्मा.
यूनिवर्स तो कुछ भी नहीं.
कुछ भी
There
नहीं.
is nothing. There is only one thing. There is nothing else. There is no body. There is no. All that has been it is a creation of your own mind. Now, for example, the world you see and you know is different from the world he sees and he knows.
Each one of us have our own illusion, which is different from others' illusion.
Your world is different. Her world is different.
रस्सी तो वही है, कोई सांप देख रहा है, कोई माला देख रहा है.
नहीं, लेकिन जो दुनिया है वो तो दुनिया ही है ना. वो तो
नहीं,
सभी
That is immaterial.
So like I am sleeping and in my sleep in my dream I am eating a pizza.
Yeah.
So I'm sleeping and I am eating a pizza. Are there two eyes? No, it's only one
One.
eye. And the pizza eating eye is
But
an
the,
appearance.
but the dream is the illusion.
That is what she's saying.
That's how the
That's
world
what she's
is.
And my dream is different from your dream.
Yeah. And the
You are
eye is
you are eating
equal
something
eye
else.
is eating.
According to your desire.
According to you, what I experienced that comes in the dream. What I'm thinking, it comes in the dream.
Correct.
But there's the eye who's sleeping and eye who's eating pizza, but there are not two eyes, right?
But
Actually,
when
one
I wake
eye.
up, that's the real one.
Yeah. That's what it is, Brahma
Yeah.
and
Correct.
ego.
Absolutely.
When I wake up, there is no pizza and there is no.
And there's no
So you
second-
keep examining various thoughts, various types of things which are there in your mind with this perspective that there's only one, has to be only one. There is no two. Okay. And why can there be no two?
Because there are- in Sagun there is. In Sagun there is.
In Sagun,
Sadhan.
Dvait, that will be more like sadhana, sadhan rupa. But in reality, in the final analysis, there has to be only one sat, only one truth. Can there be two truths?
But you said right.
There
but we
there
have to
cannot be
understand
two.
Dvayat, understand Advait.
That's what we are doing also. You're right. Even now, what we're reading is Dvait. There cannot be two truths. Can you live with two truths in your real life? No. There's only one truth. If that is one truth, then there is one. Now, how do we therefore understand the rest of it arising from that one truth? Imperishable.
अगर हम ये समझ जाए, मतलब हम तब ये समझ सकते हैं कि कर्म और पुनर्जन्म और इसका क्या संबंध है कि आत्मा तो चलो ठीक है एक है, मान लिया कि वो यूनिवर्स में है या वो हवा की तरह है, ये जो भी, तो जो बॉडी फिर से आती है, फिर से जाती है, फिर हमारा जो कर्म है वो तो हमारे ही कर्म है ना, जब उसी कर्म को तो ये शरीर का रूप लेके हम भुगतते हैं इसको।
सही बात।
सही
तो
बात।
वो क्या
तो वही तुम ही तो हो। अज्ञानवश हम कर्म करते हैं।
वो जो है, जो चला जाता है, जो सूक्ष्म शरीर है, वो क्या है?
वो भी
कॉन्शियस है,
वो भी अज्ञान ही है। इसमें देखिए अभी इन्होंने बहुत क्लियर किया इससे पहले वाले श्लोक में, और मैं उस पे आई पेड एम्फेसिस टू इट। एनीथिंग कॉल्ड सूक्ष्म शरीर, causal sharir, any energy, whatever else you want to talk about.
I am not.
Right? So he says very categorically that
That is not Atma.
that is not Atma.
that is not.
That is sharir. That's part of
That is the
sharir.
body.
तो शरीर तो खत्म हो गया, पेरिशेबल है, जब कोई मर गया तो वो शरीर तो खत्म हो गया, तो फिर वो क्या चीज है जो कि जाके वहां पे कर्मा का हिसाब किताब करती है और फिर उसी के उस पे दूसरा जन्म लेते हैं?
That is
ignorance and desire.
a set of impressions
That
which
is
is
true God.
which are remaining with you in the form of sukshma or whatever causal sharir you may call it.
Causal.
That is also, if you understand carefully, you are calling it causal sharir because there is no other way to call it anything.
या
वास्तव में वो भी नहीं है।
वो भी नहीं,
जिस
फिर
दिन
कर्मा कैसे डिसाइड होता है?
वो कर्मा भी नहीं है।
Part in the
बट
Maya,
कर्मा भुगतते हैं सब, और जो कुंडली
जब तक आप
जो
इग्नोरेंस
बाकी वो सब चीजें-
जब तक आप इग्नोरेंस में हैं तब तक आप सब भुगत रहे हैं।
Although
कर्मा
Maya
भुगतो
is
चाहे
the
कुछ भी भुगतो।
karmic
और एक बार मोक्ष हो गया तो सब खत्म हो गया। कर्मा
एक बार ये समझ में आ गया कि मैं वह नहीं हूं, you cannot then rely on any of these things because they are all only making this universe to run, operate. Whether it's astrology, whether it's palmistry, or whether it is anything else, karmas,
बट कैसे फिर डेस्टिनी लिखा होता है कर्मा की वजह से पहले?
वो डेस्टिनी जो है कर्मा की चल रही है,
जो
द्वैत के अंदर चल रही
ग्रह
है।
नक्षत्र के हिसाब से
हाँ, वो
कैसे?
चल रही है, द्वैत के अंदर चल रही है, कर्म के अनुसार चल रही है। वो क्षेत्र कर्म का है।
Because
ये
we
क्षेत्र
got
जो
the
है-
algebra formula which solves everything, right?
Yeah.
Brahma
Plus
plus Brahma created
Maya.
power Maya. Brahma plus Maya equal to all this. Jagat. Inside Jagat, all this is there.
All this is
That is
happening.
understood, yeah.
All this is happening. You move away from it, you realize you're at ultimate. There is nothing which is going to affect you. Those karmas which are going to bear the fruit, even they, the seeds of that, get destroyed as soon as you understand this. It's been written in Gita itself. जो अंकुरित हुए हैं वो भी क्षय हो जाएंगे, और जो अभी अंकुरित नहीं भी हुए हैं वो भी भस्म हो जाएंगे।
Because our dreams give rise to millions of dreams. All we have to do is wake up. Finish.
Yeah, somebody is actually shaking us up to wake up. Till we wake up, there's a dream after dream after dream.
मैं दुखहीन, आभासहीन, मैं विदाउट एनी सॉरो, दुखहीन, मेरे कोई दुख नहीं है. मैं आभासहीन, विदाउट एनी
कुछ भी नहीं.
feelings, any sensation, sensation. Okay? Vikalpहीन, vikalp is alternative, correct? Substitutable, alternative. Without any substitute, I am without any substitute, and I am vyapak, all pervasive. मैं दुखहीन, I don't have any sorrow. I am with bliss only. Can you understand the power of this? मैं आभासहीन, without any sensations. I am bliss, quiet, without any sensations. विकल्पहीन, without any substitute. कोई और substitute नहीं है. मैं वही एक हूँ.
प्रोग्राम नहीं मेरा.
हाँ, कोई प्रोग्राम नहीं. ठीक है. और मैं व्यापक, ऑल परवेजिव हूँ. असत्व स्वरूप देह मैं नहीं हूँ. इसी को बुर्जन ज्ञान कहते हैं. This is the true knowledge. What we are listening to in the last 2-3 shlokas, that is the true knowledge. मैं बुद्धजन मतलब 22 people. मैं सम, शांत और सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप हूँ. मैं निर्विकार, निराकार, निर्मल और अविनाशी हूँ. मैं दुखहीन, आभासहीन, विकल्पहीन और व्यापक हूँ. मैं निर्गुण, विदाउट एनी एट्रीब्यूट्स, निष्क्रिय, विदाउट एनी एक्शन, नित्य, इटर्नल, नित्य मुक्त, इटर्नली फ्री, ऑलवेज फ्री, टोटली फ्री, और अच्युत, विच इज इम्पेरिशेबल. असत्व स्वरूप देह में मैं नहीं हूँ. इसको बुद्धजन ज्ञान कहते हैं. मैं निर्मल, प्योर, निश्चल, विदाउट एनी मूवमेंट.
पढ़ते हैं बस.
अनंत,
ये सेंटेंसेस पढ़ते रहते हैं बस.
अनंत, इन्फिनिट, लिमिटलेस, शुद्ध, प्योर, अजर, विदाउट एनी. अजर मीन्स
खत्म नहीं होता.
धीरे धीरे क्षय नहीं होता. जो जैसे हम लोग कहेंगे कि बीमारी नहीं है, उसमें कोई बीमारी नहीं है. अजर का मतलब बीमारी नहीं. अमर हूँ. असत्व स्वरूप देह मैं नहीं हूँ. इसी को बुद्धजन ज्ञान कहते हैं. Can we read all this in English now? 26 on.
26. I am not subject to any disease. I am beyond all comprehension, free from all alternatives, and all pervading. I am not, etc. I am beyond all comprehension. I am not comprehended by any thought, for in the Supreme Atma, no thought, the thought of the subject and the object, the knower and the known, not even the thought of the self and the not self is possible, as all thought implies duality, whereas the Atma is non-dual. I am without any attribute or activity. I am eternal, ever free and imperishable. I am not, etc. I am free from all impurity. I am immovable, unlimited, holy, undecaying, and immortal. I am not, etc.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I wanted to stay with 26. You went to 27. 28.
No, this is 28. 26, 27, 28 have been covered now.
Yeah, I know. So, but I got stuck here.
Yeah, please.
I'm not comprehended by any thought. So, we have said that again, we are repeating. That it's beyond comprehension, beyond understanding, because it doesn't have any shape, size, we can't touch it. So, but we are using our thoughts here in the group, in this life, to understand which is not understandable. So, is this all a waste?
The process is to use that which is there in the Jagat, in the body. The path is to use all that which is there in the Jagat and the body and then transcend it. So the vichar goes like this, that if I believe that I am Avinashi, Sat Swarup, blissful, and I stay with some of these attributes, which are attributes. Attributes mean something is, it is not one.
But my
It is
belief
it is
my
two.
thought.
I'm sorry.
I said my belief is my thought.
Correct. So all this what I'm talking about are the beliefs which I have inculcated in my thought. That I am the ultimate truth, I am bliss, I am all pervasive, I am imperishable. Then that belief is helping me to transcend this manifested Jagat, which is perishable. Okay? And that distinction, once it becomes absolutely clear in me and pure in me, then I am that only. Because I've realized that.
I'm stuck in the circular
You are still
logic. I'm saying I'm using thoughts to transcend the thoughts into consciousness.
absolutely right.
So how can I use the thoughts to transcend the thoughts?
That is the only way.
Can I say
Let me
something?
explain. Sorry, you say something?
Okay.
Please go ahead.
So, for me, I don't know what you have to help. Is that, so since my mind is only capable of thought, so by thinking like this, which are is the only way, then my mind has to contemplate, contemplate, contemplate till it becomes willing to be without thought. It becomes willing to be still because it's understood कि thinking से ये नहीं मिल कुछ नहीं है thinking में शांत हो जाता है which through many lives it can happen but there is no other way where the mind itself understands कि अब thought का
कोई
रहने देता
पर्पस
है
नहीं है.
उसको ट्रेनिंग दे दे के वो शांत हो जाता है और शांत होने के बाद थॉट फ्री माइंड वो दिख दिख जाता है माइंड ही खत्म हो जाता है इज व्हाट आई थिंक दे कीप सेइंग राइट
So when we talk about the transcending of thought, we can sit in meditation, and we have all experienced that we at a time comes in meditation itself that you transcend thought, but there you don't realize anything except for peace,
Then you're merging with the consciousness.
because your mind has not been focused on that which you wish to realize. What you wish to realize through meditation is peace, so you get peace.
Yeah, I think she's
Are you getting the point?
probably that
If I
she's
am
a
focused
thought
on attaining peace, I'll attain peace. If I focus on attaining that which is the ultimate, which is transcending that peace and becoming bliss itself, you will get there. What happened?
नो आई मीन दैट्स सो इम्प्रेसिव
No, it is true. It's written right there in chapter 6 of Gita. ध्यान का जो तरीका है बताया, जिसका भी आप ध्यान करोगे वो आपको मिलेगा. जो मैनिफेस्टेड का ध्यान करेगा मैनिफेस्टेड चीज मिलेगी.
I think you have to start with your thinking, that's all
Yeah,
you
no,
have.
what-
And then
The
you become
thinking-
still as
that
Vinay
was a
said.
vichar.
Yeah, and then you become still.
But
So
I
the
like
more
what she
you are
said,
doing
that
dhyan about
eventually you are
manifestation,
transcending to thoughtlessness.
Yeah.
Using thoughts to stop thinking. I
Yeah.
don't know.
या
That's
It's a ladder, I think.
दैट्स व्हाट दे
Oh, it
टेल
is a
अस
ladder.
It's a ladder.
if you are
That we said
thinking to
we get one
manifest
step.
something, then again you are getting involved in Maya.
You are thinking about something.
You have to manifest it.
No, about something. You say, I want to be peaceful.
What if you want something material?
It could be. That is, anyway, you will get it. That's separate issue. Okay. Suppose you want to be just quiet and peaceful. You will get quietness and peacefulness. If you want to be mukt, you will get mukti.
So he's pointing out the danger that if I want quietness and peace, I'll get quietness and peace, but that belongs to Jagat. I
Yeah.
don't want to be Jagat.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want free to be free.
Yeah.
And how will I get free? Because when I'm thinking about I being Avinashi, I being Sakshi, I being Sat Swarup, I being Sachidanand Swarup, I being Nirmal, Nirakar, Nirvikar,
And for me,
then I will find that I am Nirvikar, I am Nirakar, I am Nirmal, I am Sat Swarup, I am all this. These words don't exist.
Yeah, the words won't.
The words don't exist because the words are only a mechanism to take you to that particular which is not understood by you, cannot be comprehended.
that's why I think the entire focus is what it is not, what it is not, what it is not.
Exactly. And eventually you will come to this state where these words itself, which are, what are these words? They're only some things which are helping us to define that which is incomprehensible, right? If it could be defined by these words, then it can be comprehended. Simple logic. But these words themselves are only helping us to get there.
Yeah, it's a pole vault. The words are a pole. You have to
Very
throw
good.
the pole away. and
She's
jump-
given this
jump
example, or
across.
somebody has given
I
this
read it
example
somewhere.
earlier.
I
Huh.
read it.
Please say so.
And that it's a pole vault, so the aim is have to jump across. I've heard it somewhere, so I liked it a lot. So I have to jump across. So then I have to get that pole vault ka practice. Then I take that pole, it's everything. Then I put it there and I lift my body and throw myself across. But then I leave that pole behind. So all the words, all the vichar, all the everything is just a means to cross. Is what I like that example.
Yeah.
That
Correct.
Chinmaya Missionary.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is, I want peace, I want quiet, but that itself is an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Because I have to rise above the wants.
Correct. Absolutely. That's also right. That's how people explain it also. So when we are in this space of understanding what is Gyan, and that's what we have done till this particular shloka, we have to understand that this understanding of this aspect is to be constantly thought about, विचार करना है उसमें, so that हम जब विचार करेंगे समझ में आएगा धीरे धीरे करके. अभी तो हम क्या होता है, किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया तो हम फिसल गए, हम भूल गए कि हम आत्मा है, हम बॉडी में घुस के भूल गए सब कुछ.
And Bulga means we start constructing thoughts.
Correct.
Sankalpikal.
Correct. Correct. Should we go ahead? So now the same thing is being said in a different manner as an instruction which is being given to us. Okay? ज्ञान उपदेश. रे मूर्ख, अपने शरीर में पुरुष नामक सुंदर देहातीत और शास्त्र सम्मत आत्मा के रहते हुए भी तू उसे शून्य रूप क्यों करता है? Why do you consider कि है नहीं, उसको शून्य रूप क्यों करता है? अपने शरीर में पुरुष नामक, पुरुष is that ultimate consciousness. Okay? The word पुरुष is same as आत्मा. Okay? इस शरीर में पुरुष जो कि एकदम सुंदर है, देह से अतीत, बियॉन्ड द बॉडी है, और शास्त्र से सम्मत, मतलब शास्त्र ने उसको बताया है, उस आत्मा के रहते हुए तू उसे शून्य रूप क्यों करता है? कहते हैं वो है ही नहीं, आत्मा है ही नहीं, ये आत्मा और बॉडी एक हो गई है, अब आत्मा तो है ही नहीं. दैट विच इज दैट पुरुष, दैट फाइनल थिंग, उसको तू क्यों शून्य करता है? हे मूर्ख. Can you speak it in English?
29.
Yeah.
O you ignorant one, why do you assert the blissful, ever existent Atma which resides in your own body and is evidently different from it, which is known as Purush and is established by the Shruti as identical with Brahma to be absolutely non existent? Why do you assert absolutely non existent? In the preceding stanzas, where all the attributes that the human mind can conceive of have been denied of Atma, one is naturally assailed by the doubt whether such an Atma at all exists. To remove this doubt, it is here said that Atma is a fact of everybody's experience, and as such, its existence cannot be challenged. Therefore, there is no reason to call it Shunya or absolute non existence.
So there are some philosophies which are there within Hinduism and adjacent philosophies also, which say that there is nothing there. Shunyata, nothingness, which is being referred to here. That how can you say that? Apart from a simple logic that from nothing you can't get something. This creation, if it has come, there has to be something from which this creation has come. And that's what we are trying to explore or investigate. Next shloka. रे मूर्ख, जो तुझ जैसों को बड़ी कठिनता से दिखलाई पड़ सकता है, you can possibly see it with great amount of difficulty, that उस अपने देहातीत सत्व स्वरूप आत्म पुरुष का श्रुति और युक्ति पूर्वक श्रवण कर. Listen to, read about that Atma जो श्रुति और लॉजिक प्रिंसिपल्स में दिया है, उसको तू अच्छी तरह से समझ, जो देह से अतीत है उसको अच्छी तरह से उसको सुन, समझ, पढ़, जो बड़ी कठिनता से दिखलाई देता है. दैट विच इज दैट आत्मा, योर ओन सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन. प्लीज रीड.
O you ignorant one, try to know with the help of Shruti and reasoning your own self, Purush, which is different from the body, not a void, but the very form of existence and very difficult for persons like you to realize. With the help of Shruti, with the help of such Shruti texts as subtler than this Atma, the body, which is full of flesh and blood, there is another Atma. It is thus clearly stated that the Atma, which is sometimes mistaken for this body, is in fact quite different from it. Persons like you, persons of your caste of mind who, on account of their great attachment to the body, overlook the vital differences which exist between the body and the Atma and blindly assert their identity.
We go to the next shloka. अहम, मैं शब्द से प्रसिद्ध पर आत्मा एकमात्र स्थित है. अहम, मैं शब्द से प्रसिद्ध पर आत्मा एकमात्र से स्थित है, अर्थात वह अनेक तत्वों का संघात नहीं है. फिर जो स्थूल है और अनेक भावों को प्राप्त हो रहा है, वह देह पुरुष कैसे हो सकता है. अहम, I, which is the name which I give to that Paratma, which is beyond everything, that is based by itself alone, एक मात्र से स्थित है. फिर जो स्थूल है, जिस बॉडी है, ये सब भावों को, मतलब all the experiences and sensations it is coming to understand and know, experiencing, how can that be the same thing as that ultimate I? Okay, there is no experience, there is no feeling, sensation in that. Then how can it be that it is the same I? Can you read this in English?
Yeah. The supreme Purush, known as I, ego, is but one, whereas the gross bodies are many. So, how can this body be Purush?
Read the next one.
I, ego, is well established as the subject of perception, whereas the body is the object.
Okay, so just stop here. So, what is it that is looking at the body? Yeah. What else is looking at the body? The consciousness which has got tainted by the ego. I, this body, has a name which has been given Rajan, and that identity which is residing in my ego is the one which gets manifested as my body. Rajan is the name of that body which I continue to protect as my identity, continue to live as my identity. Okay? That is the object, this body, and the subject which is looking at it is that ego which has got that identity embedded in it. That ego which is identifying this body with that name Rajan, which is calling itself Rajan, that ego has to be therefore let go of or transcended to be able to transcend this body mind Rajan which has been brought into existence. By whom? By that same ego through ignorance has brought it into existence. That ego, the basis of that ego could be even called Jivatma. Ego could be called Jivatma. Anything could be called Jivatma at that particular point, which is bringing this body, mind, Rajan into existence. Okay. So this is the object, this body is the object. This is learned from the fact that when we speak of the body, we say, this is mine. Okay. So how can this body be Aparoksha? Now what is he said? This body is not I. He said, this body is mine. So that I, which is somewhere else, is saying, this body is mine. So the separation of the body and that which is saying, this is mine, is again coming back here. जो उन्होंने पहले कहा कि ये घड़ा जो है ये तुम नहीं हो, घड़ा तुम्हारा है, ये गाड़ी तुम नहीं हो, वही चीज यहाँ पर फिर दोहराई जा रही है. This is mine. That is, the body is something which I possess and therefore external to me. So there is not the least chance of its being identified with me, that is the Atma. The body cannot be identified with the Atma, and that is why this body is mine and I am not the body. This body is mine. You can treat it as such, then that which is I, that exploration to understand that will start. If you don't create the distinction, that exploration will also not start. That investigation will not start. We are a little over time. You want to take another 5-7 minutes, or you want to? I think there will be too much to cover. Okay, so let's take it in the next session. Yeah, we can close for today. We are on shloka number 32.
32. We've done 32.
32, right. Any questions? Anything before we close? We understood that there is a difference between Atma and Sharir. And we're trying to understand what is that Atma and what is that Sharir and how they are two different things. And we're also trying to understand what is Atma by itself now. Right? Logical? Step by step? Any questions? Thank you.